This video is sponsored by my friends at Flooret. Friends, welcome back to my creepy basement. If you were here for the last video, then you might remember we had tackled the basement laundry room project in that video, and now it is time to tackle the rest of this space, which is actually a pretty large space that has been subdivided by a weird half wall and it's pretty cluttered. We're gonna fix all that in this video. Side note, if you missed the laundry room makeover, I will link it below this video for you to check out. But in this video, we are going to jump headfirst into finishing up the rest of this basement space, starting with clearing out the entire basement to prep for basement waterproofing. Continuing this journey of clearing out the basement. So I just finished the laundry room, now we're on to this space here. This used to actually be like a pseudo workshop setup while I was getting the garage done. So I've already cleared off this table. You should have seen it before. I actually wish there was a video. It was a mess, but anyway. So I just have a couple things to clear out here. I'm gonna move everything to the center of the basement for now because getting the waterproofing done tomorrow and they just need access to like the perimeter. So let's just move everything out of the way and then we can talk game plan once the waterproofing's done. Let's do it. I literally like don't know where to start down here. Okay, Sam, all you need to do is get all your crap off the floor and put it on the bench, because after they waterproof is when the magic happens. This looks so much better than it did when I started this process, so we can do this. You could do this. You got this. So while I struggle to clean out my basement, let's tackle a couple of questions that I didn't get a chance to answer in the laundry room makeover video. First up, let's talk about the basement flooding issues. So over the winter, we had a wild storm and we had about 6 inches of water at all times in this basement. The water was coming through our foundation walls and through the floor. So I am calling in some experts to install a French drain system and a waterproofing membrane system in this basement. This is not something that I wanted to do by myself, nor do I have expertise to do this by myself, so I did invest in having the professionals come in to do the work. Now, in terms of the game plan, right now, this basement is subdivided because there's a half wall running down the center of it, which I just like don't understand why that's there. So in addition to the laundry room area, which was the last video, I am actually opening up this entire space to make it one big open concept area for a home gym, because right now our home gym is in a spare bedroom and we are running out of space. Pretty much got everything put in this little corner here. Have a couple of furniture pieces here that are going to move to the other side of the basement later. But we're pretty much, other than this, ready for waterproofing tomorrow. So next time we see the space, it's gonna be ready for finishing. So excited. See you soon, friends. Friends! Hi, welcome back to the basement. It looks so different, right? Check this out. So I had the professionals come in and they waterproofed the entire basement. So my foundation's waterproofed. There's a French drain system that leads into a sub pump that pumps any extra water out of the foundation into the street. But now that everything is waterproofed, I can start finishing this basement. Now, this is a really big basement. It's like 750 square feet. So there's a lot of room to play with here. And unfortunately, I am working around some things in the ceiling that like can't really be easily moved. So we're gonna have to get a little bit creative with the layout here. Today is framing day. We set up a little small makeshift workshop here on the first table I ever built, which is like so funny that I still have it. I'm just waiting for Dad to get here. He is a cool, calm and collected 30 minutes late to work today. So he's gonna hear from me when he gets here. This arrow's on time for work today. Good job, bud. So in full transparency, I tackled a lot about framing in the laundry room video, so we are just going to breeze through some framing in this video. But essentially, Dad and I took a few days together to frame out the basement, starting with the laundry room and then like working our way around. And in full transparency, I got very sick at some point during this process, so while I was on bed rest, my amazing support system was able to complete any of the framing that I was not able to be part of. And man, am I grateful for the help. But for the sections I was able to be part of, Dad and I did divide and conquer. I did a lot of the cutting, Dad did a lot of the installing. And while we made progress on that, we also did some multitasking, and I was able to finally remove that annoying half wall that's been down the center of our basement since we bought the house, which was so freeing. How good does it look? It looks huge down here without that half wall, right? Hi, friends. We are clearly in the basement. So I just spent the past month renovating my laundry room. If you haven't seen that video, please go check it out. But here's the deal. So January, I had bronchitis. I was basically on bed rest. I lost a whole month of work. February, I spent the entire month renovating the laundry room. It is now March. I am so behind on projects. It's time to call in some help. So here's the deal. It looks really good in here, right? Like framing's done, looks great. Electrician came, we got lights, plumber came who moved some stuff around to clean up the ceiling for me. And I'll be real with you, I've already drywalled a room down here. I don't want to do it again. So your girl's calling in some help. My contractor's crew is going to come and they're going to do the insulation and the drywall down here. They are probably only going to take like 3 days to get this thing done. It would probably take me honestly like a week to do, especially because I really actually want to drywall the ceiling and this side of the basement too. That being said, I'm gonna take a breather from this basement for a little bit and go work on some other projects so that we can actually get some videos up on the channel after taking a break for so long because I was sick and catching up. So I will see you all back in here when there's drywall and we're gonna start painting and putting some finishing touches in here. I'm so excited, friends. See you soon. We're back. Can you believe this is the same space? I can't believe this is the same space, and I've been watching this transformation unfold for the past week. I'm so excited. So let's talk layout and what is different here. So remember, this is where the half wall used to be that I took down. We have a nice big open space now. I obviously have to like clear out some of this stuff. We have a couple of supports that are holding up our house. So I decided to design wise have them framed up and create a small pantry here, which is great because we have like no closet space in this house. Over here is a big storage room. That's where the storage and the boiler are. So like a nice big maintenance and storage room there. Off to the side of that, that's the laundry room. You saw that. So remember, laundry room, this is where Dad and I started framing out storage space. Can we talk about these new stairs for a second? So turns out the last stairs, super unsafe, needed a quick fix. This is a quick fix. This is really awesome. I basically just ordered these metal stringers online and then purchased the stair treads at the home improvement store. That being said, today though, we are going to be priming and painting in here. I am going to be spraying the paint on because I do not care about the overspray on these floors. These floors are getting fixed this weekend. So let's get some paint on these walls. I'm really excited, friends, to get back in here and to DIY the space. Let's get started. All right, friends, so while I prep for painting, I just wanted to tackle something really quickly. So asking for help on this project in the form of hiring out was really, really hard for me. It is so hard for me to ask for help because I pride myself so much on like DIY mentality and being able to do everything myself. But I recognized I needed help on this project and it definitely cost me way more than I wanted to spend, but I'm so glad that I did it because let's be real, it would have taken me 4 times longer than it took them anyway. Watching people put drywall up is boring. And now we can focus on the fun parts of this project, like painting. All right, friends, here comes the fun part. It's time for fashion. I look like I'm ready to do some sketchy stuff. I finally found a coverall that kind of fits me. Good do I look. Ooh, time for a fashion show. Let's paint. Just gotta say it, if you are still here watching this video and hanging out with me after I was just a total weirdo for the past, I don't know, minute, you're my people. You're my people. Thank you for being here. I love you. Anyway, back to the project. So painting this basement was so satisfying. It made such a huge difference. I did primer first and then a couple coats of paint, and oh man, am I so excited about the way that this looks. The last thing I wanted to do on this day was actually also paint the new stair stringers because they came primed, and at this point it was time for some flooring work. Friends, after playing a lengthy game of is that paint in my hair or is that a gray hair, we were back in the basement. Look how good this looks. I honestly cannot believe that this is the same space. I'm kind of freaking out a little bit that this is my house. Today is a really, really fun day because I've been waiting for this particular day for a long time, and I think that this project is going to make the biggest impact in this space, and that is installing flooring. So we're going to be installing some vinyl plank flooring from Flooret. I will talk more about how awesome this flooring is as we're installing, but I do want to get started because it is a big space. Lots to do. I'm so excited, friends. All right, let's jump into flooring because there is a lot to tackle here. So I am going to be installing a luxury vinyl plank flooring onto the basement floor. But before I can get excited about doing that, I did have to add a moisture barrier underneath the flooring and above the concrete. And this just helps prevent any moisture from seeping up through our concrete floor and onto the flooring itself. Now, once the first section of moisture barrier was down, it was time to start focusing on the fun part, which was installing the flooring. Now, I teamed up with Flooret to use the Modine line of luxury vinyl plank flooring in the color Queensberry. When we originally designed this space, my other half really wanted to go with like the darkest floor possible. I mean, he's going to be using this space way more than I am, so I was like, I got you. And we decided to choose Queensberry, which is like not black, it's not charcoal gray, it's not dark brown. It's kind of like a love child between all three of those colors, and it is beautiful. Not only is it beautiful, guys, this stuff was so easy to install. It has a really easy tongue and groove system that just clicks and locks together. I was able to cut every piece I needed to on my miter saw, and it was super easy to tap all of these pieces into place. They kind of just like sucked together and evened out. I don't know how to explain it, but they were just a dream to install, to be quite honest. Now, honestly, if I had to choose a favorite feature, I'm not sure I could, having just installed them myself. But what I will say is that I really not only love the color, but they do look like real wood floors, which is an added bonus. But they're definitely more durable, and luxury vinyl plank flooring is great for areas like a basement where there could be some moisture present. Hopefully not ever again in this basement now that we have waterproofed it, but these are a really great option for a space like a basement. Also, I love that these were very easy to cut out with my jigsaw as well, because I was able to fit them around weird things like poles. Hey friends, so I hit my goal of getting half of the basement done today. I think that this looks amazing. I don't know how to describe the color. I feel like, let me flip this around one sec. I feel like it's translating as a grayish black on camera, but it has these hints of like brown in it, and I'm all about it. But yeah, can we just talk about how good this looks? Ooh, and I'm not worried about that. I'm gonna be building a post around that anyway. Half the basement's done. I do just want to get like 1 or 2 more rows that way. I just think it'll set me up for some really great success tomorrow. So we're gonna do 1 or 2 more rows, and then tomorrow we'll tackle the rest of the basement. And I want to try to tackle the stairs tomorrow. I have a really fun solution for that from Flooret. So let's get a couple more rows down and then we'll call it a day, friends. Nice. I think we'll call that a night, friends. See you tomorrow. Let's finish this floor. I added like literally another row just so I could set up my camera. So literally I feel like day 2 just went so much faster than day 1. I think it's just because once you get into a groove of installing the flooring, it just all kind of falls into place pretty easily. But yeah, the only tricky part I kind of ran into here was cutting around and under the stairs. Like, part of me almost wishes we installed the stairs over the flooring, but hindsight's 2020, am I right? But honestly, like I mentioned before, it was pretty easy to cut these pieces to fit around other things in the basement, like this staircase, which I was very proud of. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. That was a tight fit. We got it in. Now I just gotta get the one in front of it. Last 2 rows. We're solid. Pull out from under the stairs one. Some final thoughts to round out the flooring installation portion of this project. If you are interested in learning more about Flooret and also interested in possibly getting some sample colors in your house to check out for your next project, you can click on the links below this video for more information. Like I said, I honestly could not have better things to say about this flooring. I just think that they were a breeze to install. They're super durable. They're beautiful. Like, what more can I say? And just wait until you see this like full before and after transformation. It is capital letters drama. It is so good. Probably the most dramatic we will ever see on this channel. Just you wait. Friends, we're done with flooring. How good. does it look. Sorry for the echo. I wish my microphone was working. It would be really helpful if y'all joined my Patreon account and donated like $2 a month to help this girl buy a microphone. That'd be great. So flooring is done. It looks great. This kind of corner here, I have a couple more boxes and some moisture barrier to put in the storage room at some point, but I can't get in there right now because everything that's supposed to be in here is in the storage room. But flooring is done. It looks so good in here. I'm so excited. I'm going to keep my tools down here for the night because I still have to cut some trim and get some access panels in, so that's tomorrow's job. I also need to figure out what I'm doing with the stairs. I had some lofty ideas for these stairs that are not gonna work out now, unfortunately. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Check this out. So Flooret makes these really cool stair tread covers. This one's beat up because I was using it like a sample piece, but basically this locks in to the flooring. Let's see if I can do this with one hand. I can't, one second. This piece locks in to the vinyl flooring, which together is the same side as a standard stair tread, which is great. However, here's my issue. I originally was planning on using these when we had the other stairs, and as you can see, these stairs are different. We ended up having to replace those stairs. They were very structurally unsound, and this was a very quick fix. So I ordered these metal stringers online. They attach together, they attach into the header. So originally the goal was to get these on. However, these stair tread covers are made for stairs that go wall to wall or have stringers that meet the actual riser, and clearly mine doesn't. In order to get this to work on this stair, I would have to do a lot of custom fabrication, and I'm not sure I have enough material for that. I think we're just gonna paint these stairs black. Not my favorite, not ideal, not what I wanted to do, but I wish this could have worked out. I might actually use this system for the stairs upstairs because those stairs need to be redone at some point. Tomorrow's goal is trim along the perimeter of this room, access panels, maybe paint the stairs black as the last thing I do. I also gotta fix up there as well. So there's a lot that needs to be done still. I think like one more day of work down here, we can call this a project, and then we can tackle all the other custom stuff like doors and wraps and built-ins and all that fun stuff with some other videos on the channel. So, all right, Arrow, you ready for dinner? I'm hungry. Ready for dinner? Oh, he's ready for dinner. See you tomorrow, friends. All right, we are nearing the finish line of this project. I am so excited about it. So basically all that was left at this point in this giant construction project was to add some trim to the flooring and to caulk that trim as well. I also wanted to add some access panels wherever we had shutoff valves or important things that we needed to access behind the drywall. And I also actually painted them the same color as the wall. You obviously can still see them, but it was just a nice little touch. In full transparency, I was gonna call this a project after adding the access panels, but I really could not stop looking at the eyesore of a metal pole in the middle of our basement. So I did decide to try to box it in using some wood, and spoiler alert, I'm not quite sure how it turned out, to be quite honest. I'm not really in love with it, but I don't hate it. I just feel like there's a better solution for this. I did, in my madness, actually stain it a dark brown, and I'm not sure I love that either. So anyway, if you have a better solution for wrapping this pole or doing something more unique here, leave a suggestion in the comments below. I'm willing to take any help that I can get with this one for sure. But yeah, once I was done wrapping the pole, staining it, and painting the stairs, I was able to call this project done. And just wait until you see this before and after. I can't believe it's the same space and I live here. To say this basement renovation has been a labor of love is an understatement. Between the work it took to get the laundry room in order and then the additional work that I ended up putting in to the other half of the basement, your girl is tired, and I really hustled on this one because I know that I have not been able to put out a project on the channel in a while because I was so sick in January. So thank you so much for being patient, but like, I really feel like the wait was worth it. I honestly am floored at the transformation from the before and after of this project. And yes, there is still a lot of work to be done in this space. I gotta make custom doors. I wanna do custom built-ins. I wanna do more furniture. I wanna do a whole bunch of stuff down here that is just way too much for one video. So if you're interested in seeing all of the cool ideas I have for this space, please make sure to subscribe to the channel, click the notification bell. We just opened up a whole new new world of possibilities for projects in this house, and I am so excited to share all of those with you. In the meantime, though, friends, thank you so much for not only being on this renovation journey with me, but for just being on this journey with me, period, for cheering me on, for being awesome. You know that I love you all so much. I will see you as soon as I can with a new project. I've been hustling real hard to catch up. Your girl's coming back with projects really, really soon, I promise. But until then, friends, happy DIYing.